Hello, friends. My name is Roberto. I'm the founder of Path to Freedom Coaching. And I just want to thank you so much for joining us. Whatever program it is that you're on or whatever reason it is that you joined this program, I just want to tell you that everything that we talk about in this program is going to help every part of your life. Your mind, body, spirit, finances, relationships, you name it. I mean, the whole thing is supposed to help you no matter what, every part of your life. And that is because this world that we live in is governed by supernatural laws. Now, the only laws that we know of are the laws of the land, like don't steal, right? Don't kill, or you go to jail, right? You do this, this happens, right? It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what color skin you are. If you do certain things in the natural, certain things will happen. Well, I didn't know this, but for every area of our life, whether it's your mindset, your relationships, your health, your finances, it's the same way. There is principles, there is laws that operate, that help you reach those goals if you operate in those laws. Just a quick example. I've been studying these laws for now, at the time of this recording, 9.5 years or so. I didn't know it whenever I started putting everything together and I was studying things and writing stuff down and journaling and getting to know myself better. I didn't know it was going to turn into an actual curriculum. I didn't know that. But somewhere along the line, there were certain times of my life when I went through a pretty bad breakup, when I was completely broke, that I started realizing I believe certain things. There are certain things that I know I believe with confidence, with conviction, but I'm not walking in them. They are not materialized in my world. Like, I have a very strong conviction that God wants me to be prosperous. I have a strong conviction that I'm supposed to be a prosperous individual. But I wasn't seeing that in my life. I wasn't seeing that at all. As a matter of fact, a lot of people around me were doing the same thing. They were struggling, right? And I wasn't okay with that. I was like, if I say I believe something, I better be producing results, right? I'm sure you're frustrated. There's parts of your life where you're probably like, I'm tired of being the same. I'm tired of being in the same area of my life for years. So me and my wife, when we first got married, this is one of the key parts of my life when things started changing. I had already been studying some of these principles for years, but some areas of my life were still not working, right? So then we went to the store, we were buying some groceries, and our card got declined. It was only $37. And you know that feeling where you're like, oh, I thought I had more money in my card, right? Well, there was a lady behind me, and she was like, oh, it's okay, son. Don't worry about it. I'll pay for you. She ended up paying for us, and I was thankful that she did, but I was not happy. I was not okay that somebody else was paying for my food, even though I was a well-able being, right? I was not okay that I kept on struggling over and over again. I would get a job, I would do good for a little bit, but then I couldn't seem to keep up. It was this rat race all over and over again. On our way home, my wife is crying, and I feel like this because I'm thinking, man, I can't even provide for my own family. And so she was actually pregnant, I believe, at the time, and I'm just thinking, my gosh, I can't even keep up with the bills. I can't even pay for $37 at the grocery store. I'm trying my best. Like, what am I missing, right? Now, during that time, I got on my knees and I did what a lot of people do whenever they get to a bottom, to like the bottom of everything, right? They pray to God. Now, I thought I knew God and I thought I had a relationship with God. And because I had always been around religion. One of the things that I'm going to challenge you on is to begin to look at religion differently throughout our entire program, okay? I don't look at religion the way most people look at religion. I don't look at faith the way most people look at faith. I actually don't even look at it as religion, okay? And we're going to talk about all this stuff. Now, there's one principle that I want to point out before I go into everything. Now, in this specific video, I'm just laying the foundation of why we're talking about the things we're talking about and how you should approach this program. No matter what idea gets presented in front of you, don't just accept it and don't just reject it, okay? Just keep it in front of you, meditate on that, and ask yourself this question. As it pertains to that area of my life, how is it working for me? Am I getting the results that I want in my life? And if you're not getting the results that you want in your life, it is time to get a new source of information. Okay? Perception is everything. The way you perceive life is the way you will experience life. So rather than arguing with me or sending me an email or sending me a message, ask yourself this question. As it pertains to this area of my life, how is it working for me? And if it's not working for me, you might want to consider the things that we're presenting to you in front of you. Okay? Now, disclaimer. We will be talking about faith, but we're not going to be talking about faith from the perspective that you're probably thinking, like churchy, okay? That's not what I'm talking about, okay? Because this world, believe it or not, is governed by invisible laws that we don't see. You are a spiritual being. Yes, you are a spiritual being. You are a three-part being. You are a spiritual being, you have a body, and you have a soul. Within your soul is your mind, will, and emotions. Okay? Your soul has two types of a mind. You have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Okay? Within your subconscious mind and your mind, you have higher faculties. Imagination, reasoning, intuition, will, emotions, right? You've got all these different things that we don't use to the best ability that we could. So we're going to challenge you to begin to tap into these things that we've been given. Okay? You are God's highest form of creation. There is nothing more valuable in this entire world than you are, than me, than your fellow neighbor or other people. Okay? There is nothing more valuable in this world than you. You have immeasurable, priceless value. You do. You have a specific task that you are to complete in this world. And so what I want to challenge you is to begin to think and look at things differently. All the ideas that we're going to present to you are going to be challenging. Some of them are not. Some of them may be things that you have heard your entire life. But some of them will be things that you have never heard. And some of them will be showing you things from a different perspective. So what I want to challenge you is to look at them with a different lens. Okay? Now, with that being said, don't just accept anything and don't just reject everything. Okay? Meditate on it and kick it around, right? If what you're doing is not working, then you might want to apply those principles, and they will work for you no matter what. So going back, as we finish up this introduction, this world is governed by supernatural laws. I call them kingdom laws. What does that mean? Since the beginning, because everything starts in the beginning. Common sense, right? Who would have thought? What does that mean? Everything should have a foundation. Everything starts from the beginning, right? When you buy a car, the manufacturer has a specific manual. Anything that you buy has a manual. Now, my question to you is, where is your manual? What is your purpose in this world? Where does your value come from? Okay? That's what I want to challenge you on. Now, if you don't have an answer for that, what I want to suggest to you is this. You are God's highest form of creation. Everybody around you, it's a creation, a beautiful creation of God that was created for a specific purpose. And you were created to have authority and dominion over your surroundings and your environment and everything around you. Now, everything we're going to teach you is going to show you how to take authority over your mind, body, spirit, finances, and relationships so that you can begin to rule and reign over your circumstances, your surroundings, and the things that you want to do in your life. Okay? You ready? Let's do this. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you on the next video.